5 states have particular rules and procedures related to property tax collection and the handling of unpaid taxes that can impact senior homeowners. Many seniors may not be fully aware of how these systems work until they receive official notices or need to address a tax matter. Understanding these rules can help homeowners make informed decisions and take advantage of available relief programs designed to support them in retirement. This discussion focuses on how property tax sales and surplus equity are managed following a 2023 Supreme Court decision. The case, known as Tyler versus Hennepin County, addressed situations where a property is sold due to unpaid taxes and clarified that any surplus value above the tax debt and reasonable costs should generally be returned to the former owner. The ruling emphasized the importance of just compensation under the Fifth Amendment. While the decision brought important changes, the exact processes for notifications, deadlines, fee calculations, and claims still differ from one state and county to another. Local governments continue to use tax sales as a way to recover owed taxes that fund essential community services such as schools, roads, and public safety. Many seniors have spent decades working to pay off their homes. Once the mortgage is cleared and the deed is in their name, they naturally want to protect the equity they have built and maintain stability in retirement. However, local and state tax laws can influence how equity is handled if taxes fall behind for any reason. In the 5 states we will cover today, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Jersey, Illinois, and Massachusetts, seniors with paid-off homes are encouraged to review their options carefully so they can stay informed and take proactive steps where helpful. Being aware of these programs allows seniors to manage their budgets better and remain in their homes longer when possible. There is one type of filing, often available at a county or town office for a small fee under $75, that can support homeowners in 4 of these 5 states by designating the property as a primary residence and helping with eligibility for certain protections and exemptions. I will explain more about this filing toward the end of the video. First, it is useful to understand the background and what seniors can consider in each state, including how programs work in practice and why they may provide meaningful support. Let us begin with the case that brought national attention to these issues. A 94-year-old widow named Geraldine Tyler owned a 1-bedroom condominium in Hennepin County, Minnesota. She fell behind on her property taxes, and the total amount owed, including penalties and interest, reached about $15,000. The county eventually sold the property for $40,000. This situation led to a legal challenge that reached the United States Supreme Court. In May of 2023, the Supreme Court ruled unanimously that when a property is sold to recover unpaid taxes, the government must generally provide the former owner an opportunity to recover any surplus equity remaining after the debt and allowable costs are satisfied. The court found that retaining surplus without such an opportunity could violate the takings clause of the Fifth Amendment. This decision did not eliminate property tax sales or auctions, which remain important tools for local governments to collect owed taxes. Instead, it highlighted the need for fair procedures regarding any remaining value after the debt is settled. Following the ruling, many states reviewed and updated their laws to align with the decision. Procedures now typically involve sending notices to the address on file, allowing time for claims, and accounting for administrative costs such as attorney fees, title searches, or recording expenses. Seniors are encouraged to keep their contact information current with the county assessor and to respond promptly to any official mail about property taxes. If a senior has moved to assisted living or the property is part of an estate, family members may need to help monitor mail and records so nothing important is missed. In Minnesota, lawmakers amended the tax forfeiture statute after the Tyler ruling. Surplus funds are now held in a state account, and former owners can file a claim within a set period. The county is required to send notice, but it goes to the most recent address on record. A simple phone call to the county auditor's office can help seniors or their families check whether any surplus from a past tax sale is available. This type of inquiry takes only a few minutes and can provide peace of mind. Minnesota also offers a senior citizens property tax deferral program. Qualifying seniors age 65 or older with household income of $96,000 or less can defer a portion of their homestead property taxes. The senior pays only 3% of their prior year household income toward taxes, and the state covers the rest as a loan. Interest on the deferred amount is capped at 5%. The loan is repaid when the home is sold or the deferral is canceled. Applications are due by November 1st each year and are submitted to the Minnesota Department of Revenue. Once approved, reapplication is not needed every year as long as eligibility continues. This program can help seniors who have owned and lived in their home as a homestead for at least 5 years and meet other basic requirements, such as not having certain liens that exceed limits. Many seniors appreciate having clear information about these options. Property taxes are often one of the largest ongoing expenses in retirement, especially for those on fixed incomes like Social Security. Understanding available relief programs can make a meaningful difference in managing monthly budgets while staying in the family home and maintaining independence. Moving to Nebraska, the state previously operated a tax certificate system in which investors could purchase liens on properties with unpaid taxes. After a redemption period, further steps could be taken if the taxes were not paid. Following the Supreme Court ruling, Nebraska updated its rules to address surplus equity. Investors or certificate holders may still recover reasonable costs, including certain fees and interest, before any remaining surplus is distributed. For seniors, one helpful tool in Nebraska is the homestead exemption program. Qualifying homeowners who are 65 years or older before January 1st of the tax year and meet income guidelines can apply for a reduction in the taxable value of their primary residence. The relief is provided on a sliding scale based on household income. The application, Form 458, must be filed with the county assessor between February 2nd and June 30th each year. Pre-printed forms are often mailed to previous applicants. New applicants can download the form or pick it up at the assessor's office. This exemption can lower the property tax bill and is available to seniors, qualified disabled individuals, and certain veterans or their surviving spouses. Because the program requires annual filing, seniors and their adult children are encouraged to mark important filing dates on their calendars and keep copies of submitted forms for their records. Seniors in Nebraska are also encouraged to maintain open communication with their county assessor. If life circumstances change, such as a move to assisted living or a change in household income, updating information promptly helps ensure continued eligibility and correct handling of any notices. Family involvement can be especially useful here, as adult children can help organize documents and attend meetings if needed. New Jersey has some of the higher average property tax rates in the United States. For many seniors who paid off their mortgages years ago, the annual tax bill can be a significant portion of their retirement expenses. When payments fall behind, the state uses a tax lien sale process. Interest and penalties can increase the total amount owed over time. After the Tyler ruling, procedures for handling surplus equity were adjusted, but administrative costs may still apply in some cases. New Jersey offers several relief programs designed specifically for seniors. The Senior Freeze, also known as the Property Tax Reimbursement Program, helps eligible homeowners aged 65 and older by reimbursing increases in property taxes above a base year. There is also the Stay NJ program, which provides additional reimbursement for a portion of the property tax bill, and the Anchor program. For recent tax years, these programs use a combined application called Pass 1 that seniors can submit online or by mail. The filing deadline is usually in early November of the following year. Benefits under Stay NJ can reach up to a maximum amount, with calculations considering other relief first. Because some benefits require annual renewal, it is wise for seniors to set reminders and keep records of previous filings. An elder law attorney familiar with New Jersey tax rules can review a senior's situation in a single consultation and help confirm eligibility. Many seniors find that professional guidance makes the process smoother and helps them access the full range of available support without unnecessary stress. In addition to these programs, seniors in New Jersey should keep their mailing address updated with both the municipality and the Division of Taxation. This simple step reduces the chance of missing important notices or applications. Local senior centers often provide free assistance with filling out forms, which can be helpful for those who prefer in-person support. Next, let us look at Illinois. Before the Tyler decision, the state had an active tax certificate system, particularly in counties like Cook County. Following the ruling, updates were made to surplus procedures, though homeowner advocates continue to monitor implementation. In practice, allowable costs and fees can still reduce the net amount of any surplus returned to the former owner in certain situations. Illinois provides useful protections for senior homeowners. The senior citizen's homestead exemption reduces the equalized assessed value of the home for qualifying residents age 65 and older who occupy the property as their primary residence. The amount of the reduction can vary by county. In addition, the Senior Citizens Real Estate Tax Deferral Program allows eligible seniors with household income below the current limit, recently expanded to $75,000 for tax year 2026 and increasing in later years, to defer payment of a portion of their property taxes each year up to a maximum of $7,500 or a percentage of equity, whichever is less. The state covers the taxes, and the deferred amount becomes a lien on the property at a low statutory interest rate. This lien is usually paid when the home is sold or transferred. Recent legislation has expanded eligibility for the deferral program, making it available to more seniors. The application is typically filed with the county treasurer early in the year, often by March 1st for the previous tax year. There is usually little or no filing fee. Many eligible seniors do not take advantage of this program simply because they have not heard about it or worry about placing a lien on their home. In reality, the deferral can help them remain current on taxes without facing higher interest rates associated with delinquent accounts, while the low-rate lien is settled cleanly later. Seniors must own and occupy the home as their primary residence and meet ownership duration requirements, often 3 years or more. Cook County also offers additional exemptions, including options for disabled veterans that may extend to a surviving spouse with proper documentation and annual recertification. Seniors who move or change their mailing address should notify the assessor's office to ensure they continue receiving important forms and notices. Keeping a folder with all tax-related documents in one place can make annual reviews much easier for seniors and their families. Finally, we come to Massachusetts. This state has long maintained Proposition 2(1)(2), a law that limits annual increases in property taxes to 2.5% plus new growth from construction. However, towns and cities can vote to override this limit for specific projects such as schools or public safety improvements. When an override passes, property tax bills may rise more quickly. For seniors living on fixed incomes, even moderate annual increases can affect their budget over time, which is why relief programs are especially valuable. Massachusetts offers 2 main forms of relief for seniors. The Senior Circuit Breaker Tax Credit is a refundable state tax credit available to homeowners aged 65 and older when property taxes exceed a certain percentage of their income, often calculated as the amount above 10% of total income after certain adjustments. The credit is filed as part of the annual state income tax return and can result in a refund check even if no tax is owed. Amounts and income limits are updated each year, with the maximum credit reaching over $2,000 in recent years. In addition, many municipalities provide a local property tax exemption under Clause 41 or 41C for seniors over 65. The exemption amount varies by town and is applied to the local tax bill. Applications are filed each year with the local Board of Assessors, usually at no cost, with deadlines often around April 1st. Combining the state circuit breaker credit with the local exemption can help offset a meaningful portion of the annual property tax burden for qualifying seniors. Some towns have also adopted provisions that allow the local exemption to increase in subsequent years once initially granted. Now, as promised, let us discuss the practical filing that can help in 4 of the 5 states. This is generally known as a homestead declaration or homestead exemption filing. In Massachusetts, it is called the Declaration of Homestead. In Illinois, seniors often use the Senior Citizens Homestead Exemption. In Minnesota, it relates to homestead classification. In Nebraska, it is the homestead exemption for qualifying seniors. New Jersey does not have a directly equivalent broad statutory homestead protection of the same type. A homestead declaration is a straightforward document filed with the county or town office that officially designates the property as your primary residence. In most cases, it helps protect a portion of the home's equity and can strengthen eligibility for other senior tax relief programs. The filing fee is typically between $35 and $75. Once properly recorded, the protection often remains in place as long as you own and live in the property and can sometimes carry over to a surviving spouse. This filing is considered a low-cost, high-value step for many seniors because it is permanent in most situations and does not need to be renewed annually unless your circumstances change significantly. Seniors are encouraged to check with their local county recorder or assessor's office for the exact requirements and forms in their area. Having this on file can provide additional peace of mind during retirement years. Here are 5 practical steps that seniors and their families can consider this week to stay informed and organized. First, confirm whether your property is located in one of the 5 states discussed: Minnesota, Nebraska, New Jersey, Illinois, or Massachusetts. If so, contact your county assessor's office or visit their website to learn about current senior relief programs. Even if you live in another state, similar homestead exemptions and deferral options often exist under different names. A quick call or online search can provide the latest details and eligibility requirements. Second, review or file the homestead declaration or exemption that applies in your jurisdiction. Gather basic documents such as your deed, proof of residency, identification, and recent income information. Many county offices provide clear instructions and may even offer assistance over the phone. Completing this filing early can help secure protections before they are needed and support eligibility for other benefits. Third, request a copy of your most recent property tax assessment notice. Compare the assessed value with recent sales of similar homes in your neighborhood. If the assessed value appears higher than current market conditions, you may file an abatement or appeal application. This process is usually free or low cost and can result in a reduced tax bill if successful. Keep records of any supporting evidence such as comparable sales listings or photos of property condition. Fourth, explore whether your state offers a senior tax deferral program. In states like Illinois and Minnesota, qualifying seniors can defer a portion of their taxes, with the deferred amount becoming a lien at a low interest rate. This can provide breathing room during retirement years while protecting the home from immediate tax sale proceedings. Discuss the long-term implications with family members so everyone understands how the lien will be handled in the future, such as at the time of sale or inheritance. Fifth, consider scheduling a consultation with a licensed attorney who specializes in elder law or real estate matters in your state. A 1-hour session, typically costing between $250 and $450, can cover homestead filing status, deferral eligibility, review of any past tax notices, and basic guidance on protecting the home in case of future incapacity or inheritance planning. Many seniors find that the value gained from correct filings and avoided mistakes more than covers the consultation fee in the first year alone. Local bar associations or senior centers can often provide referrals to attorneys experienced in these matters. It is important to remember that property tax systems exist to fund essential local services such as schools, roads, and public safety. At the same time, states and counties have created targeted relief programs because they recognize that seniors on fixed incomes may face challenges meeting rising costs. The key for homeowners is to combine awareness with small, consistent actions. Keeping good records, Updating addresses with all government offices and filing required forms on time can prevent unnecessary complications. Adult children and other family members can play a supportive role by helping seniors organize paperwork, attend meetings with county officials, or join consultations with attorneys. Open conversations about finances and future plans often make it easier to protect the family home for as long as possible. Many families find it helpful to create a shared digital or physical folder with important tax documents, contact information for county offices, and copies of filed applications. In addition to the programs already mentioned, seniors should also be aware of other common resources. These include veterans' exemptions for those with service-connected disabilities, which in some states can be transferred to a surviving spouse with proper documentation. Disabled persons may qualify for additional relief separate from age-based programs. Local senior centers, area agencies on aging, and nonprofit organizations frequently offer free workshops on property tax issues and can connect homeowners with trusted professionals who provide guidance at little or no cost. Another helpful habit is to review your property tax bill each year as soon as it arrives. Check for any errors in property description, ownership details, or applied exemptions. If something looks incorrect, contact the assessor's office promptly. Early correction can avoid larger problems later. Taking a few minutes each year to do this review can lead to steady savings and greater confidence in managing your home finances. For seniors who own homes in communities with frequent override votes or reassessments, staying engaged with local government meetings can provide advance notice of potential tax changes. While not every senior can attend meetings in person, many towns now post agendas and recordings online, making it easier to stay informed from home. Reading local news or community newsletters can also highlight upcoming discussions that may affect property taxes. Maintaining the home in good condition can also support stable assessed values and help with eligibility for certain relief programs that require the property to be occupied as a primary residence. Simple upkeep and safety improvements not only protect your investment, but can also improve quality of life in retirement by making daily living safer and more comfortable. As we wrap up, remember that the goal is not to eliminate property taxes entirely, but to use the legitimate tools and programs that lawmakers have created to support senior homeowners. Small filings and regular reviews can add up to meaningful savings and greater peace of mind over the years. Every senior's situation is unique, so the information shared here is meant as a general starting point. Always verify current eligibility and requirements with official government sources, as income limits, deadlines, and benefit amounts are updated periodically. If you are a senior homeowner or helping a parent or grandparent, take time this week to review at least one of the steps mentioned. Start with a phone call to your county assessor or a visit to your state's Revenue Department website. Reliable information is widely available, and most government offices are prepared to assist residents with questions in a clear and respectful manner. Thank you for watching and for taking an active interest in protecting what you have worked so hard to build. If you found this information useful, please subscribe to Senior Wellness Hub for more practical, balanced guidance on topics that matter to seniors and their families. We aim to provide clear explanations that help you make confident decisions. Feel free to leave a comment with any questions or topics you would like covered in future videos. Take care of yourself and your loved ones, and we will see you in the next one.